All right, friends, so today we are going to begin the first steps of creating our own art exhibit. So you are going to start with a piece of paper that looks just like this, and this has already been printed for you. So it has two lines that go all the way across. The top two spaces, you notice how they're bigger than the bottom two. The top two bigger spaces are going to be the walls of your exhibit. The bottom spaces, the long one is going to be the floor of your exhibit, and this one is actually going to get hidden. So you don't want to put anything here. So in fact, I can go ahead and put a big X right here. We're not drawing anything in this space. The top two are going to be the walls of our room, and this is going to be the floor of your room. So what you're going to do to start today is think about what kind of art exhibit space do you want to make. So one thing I like about art, and what I like to do in my art, is I like things to be really colorful and bright and cheerful. And so I also like to have artwork that's either really big or really small. So what I'm going to do to start is thinking about my wall space. I'm going to draw some artwork on here. So my first piece, I'm going to make a really big piece. And so this is going to be kind of the outline of my very first painting or artwork that I'm going to put in my exhibit. So that is the outside of the frame. I'm going to go ahead and draw the inside of the frame next. And then of course this is where I would put whatever my artwork is going to be. Over here I'm going to put a few more picture frames. So this one I'm going to do a square, and it's going to be smaller because I like the look of big pieces next to small pieces. And I'm going to put one right below it also. And these are square shapes instead of rectangles. So this one I'm going to go ahead and add the inside of my picture frame. That's where my artwork will go. And then here. And then I think I'm going to put another tall but really skinny one right here in this space. So I'm going to put another rectangle. And again, this is the outside of my picture frame. Okay. And then I'll make the inside where my art will go. This line's not quite straight, so I'm going to go ahead and fix it. And then erase in the middle there. Okay. So this is the first wall of my gallery, and over here I think I'm going to put a couple more smaller pictures, but these I'm going to make circles. So I'm going to draw a circle here, circle there, and then maybe one more. I'm going to make it smaller though this time. Okay, so there is the layout of my art exhibition, and now we have the floor. You could make a pattern on the floor if you want it to look like tile. You could actually put art on the floor if you wanted. If you've ever seen chalk drawings, a lot of times you might see them kind of downtown in the city area. An artist will draw an image in chalk on the ground, and those are pretty neat also. So you could actually put art on the floor if you wanted to. This is your exhibit. For my exhibit, I'm going to make it look like black and white tile. So I'm actually going to divide this section into a couple of rows, and then I'm going to make my square tiles that go this way. Okay. So now that I have my floor tiles drawn and I have the shapes of what my artwork is going to be, now you can start actually drawing in whatever your art is going to be in these areas. So I think this one, I'm going to make a really big like cityscape. So I'm going to draw a bunch of buildings in here. some tall and medium kind of skyscrapers that look like it's going off into the distance. And I don't want them to be the exact same size because it wouldn't be the same size in a city. So I kind of have, oops. Okay. So I kind of have my buildings going in there. This one I'm going to put a flower because I do like a lot of floral paintings. So maybe these will just be two similar flowers, but when I color them, I will do something interesting and cool. And over here, I think I'm going to do maybe kind of a pattern. Some diagonal lines I think are interesting. And I'm going to add some kind of colors and patterns in there. Over on this side, I think I'll do some more flowers because why not? So I'll put maybe a tulip in this one, and then maybe kind of like a rose type flower in this one, where my petals are just kind of going out, curvy lines. Okay, so our first day, our goal is to get all of our stuff drawn. If we have time, we will trace with Sharpie. I'm actually going to give you the pen Sharpies, so not this one because these are too big, but we'll use pen Sharpies to trace in our all of our designs, and that will be it for the first day. So the goal for the first day is to plan your exhibit, and if there's time, we can trace it with Sharpie. The smaller pens, not this one. This one is not the right one. So that'll be it for today.